Good morning. Hi, everyone. So here we are going live this morning. I'm excited to share some of the major things that I've learned on this journey with you about how to build a fired up and independent and motivated and duplicating business. So I just want to start by saying this took me a while to learn because as I grew a team, I really got to learn as I go. So what I get to do is save you guys years if you actually really listen to some of these things today. They can be life-changing. When I heard these, I was maybe 2 to 3 years into the business. I was maybe at SSC, but I was very frustrated because I was always trying to drag people over the line. I wanted this so much more for people than they wanted it for themselves. Like I was going to make sure that they got this vision, which as we know, guys, you can't do that. You just can't do that. So the information that I'm about to share is absolutely life-changing. It frees you up. It really is a relief when you hear this information, you take it into your heart and you start to go, oh my God, that's awesome. I'm not that important. I don't get to influence all of the outcome. I get to just watch and help and cheer people on, but my only job is to be my own best distributor. Okay, so there's a few things that we're going to cover. Hi everyone, I can see you all coming on. Great, I love knowing that you're there and I love knowing that this is useful. Okay, so what we're going to start with is know your numbers. What do I mean by this? Know your numbers. If you know that you don't get to influence the outcome, this is a numbers game, I promise. Now, when I first heard this, you hear it on Jim Rohn, you hear it from Jeff Roberti, you hear it from all the network marketing books. To be honest, when I started, that did not resonate with me. I never wanted to see people as numbers or prospects. I did not like that. In fact, that turned me off. So what I want to share is when you understand, when you know the numbers and you're a heart-driven person, it actually allows you to spend the time with those who really, really deserve it. Not just who need it or say that they need it. It's actually the ones who really, really deserve your time. So it allows you to focus where people have two hands up wanting your help and your guidance. And that's who you work with. So we're gonna cover that a bit. What I want to tell you about the numbers is the 80-15-5 rule. 80-15-5. You've heard of the 80-20 rule. It's a common business rule that kind of you'll hear a lot across the business world. That 80% of your team, 80% of my team, if I was to go through many of the leaders' reports, it's the same principle. It's pretty amazing. I also had this conversation with Celine. She sees it across Juice Plus Australia. 80% of our business is happy customers that turned into distributors. They love getting their product cheaper. They love eating their Juice Plus. Hey, everyone. They love sharing it with a few people. On average, about 7 to 10 people is who most franchisees will be sharing Juice Plus with. So let's just think about this for a moment. What does that mean for us? If 80% of our business and our paycheck, okay, 80% of our paycheck is coming from 80% of team who have 10 or less customers. And they're going to be earning around $500 or less. Now have a think about this for a second with me. What does this mean? What that means is we meet them where they're at. Most of those people don't want to be an NMD. They don't want to go and be doing GoPro every day and crazy recruiting, and they don't want to be tagged in a million different trainings. So what this really means for us is let's love them, let's meet them where they're at, let's make them feel very, very important because they are. Every single order, every single customer, every single franchisee is just as important as another. Now this is a mindset. Does that make sense? This is a mindset. This isn't a how to. How do we deal with these people? No, this is a mindset. This is a way of how we do business. This comes into our culture and how our team mantras. Remember, the first is you're a blessing in our team, whether you do a little or a lot. The second is you go at your own pace. And the third is you're acceptable as you are. You don't need to know anything. We're going to show you everything every step of the way. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being part of our team. That's it, right? It's that simple. If you take that meaning and that mission into your heart and really love and meet everyone where they're at, let them decide. This business is for them to decide what pace they go at. There's no right, there's no wrong. Everyone does this business with an independent virtual franchise. They do it when they want and how they want. And this is, honestly, this is the best thing about our business. We get to, no one joined a business like this so they could kind of have a boss, an upline, and another employer telling them what to do with expectations and sales targets and being tagged in a million things, right? Now, I did that. Don't worry, I did that, but I learned. So I want you guys to really, really learn, really understand that this business, everyone needs to go at their own pace. Okay, so this helps you already sort. I hope you're already thinking about this, that if 80% of your business is going to manage, and love on 10 customers, they're going to eat it, they're going to get it a bit cheaper. These are usually people that are going to be very, very loyal. They love just being part of the community. And maybe one day something will change. Maybe you'll get a phone call from someone who's loving, taking their Juice Plus. They're watching, they're part of the community. They come to events, they come to conference, they come to all those things. Here's the difference. We don't need to wait behind for anyone. And I know so many of you are heart-driven nurturers and you want everyone to go together, right? I get it, because that's how I was. I felt like if I could love people enough, if I could get them to conference, if I could get them on the right three-way call, if they could just read the right book, if I could love them enough, nurture them enough, surely they would get this with me. And it was such a relief when I really heard this information and when I really understood it. It's not about me. It's got nothing to do with me. I can't influence that outcome. Okay? So what this means, all you gorgeous nurturers, is meet people where they're at. Let them be. Leave them alone. This is going to be such a relief for you as a leader as you begin to move forward. It doesn't mean you're leaving people behind. It means you are doing the highest honor, meeting people where they're at and loving and respecting exactly where they're at. Does that make sense, everyone? Thanks for the comments. Great. So that's it. That's 80, 15, 5. Now the 15%, I've got my little trusty whiteboard here. If we do, let's have a look. Can you see me? Can I multitask here? 80, 15, 5. What I mean by this is this 80%, we love them, we meet them where they're at, and mainly what this means for us is we can manage this 80% largely by group. I wouldn't possibly have time to call everyone, love on them, check in personally. Not the size business now, but a phone call once a month, a message, how you going? Loved seeing you on the training the other night. How's the family going? How you going with your customers? Check in, okay? Let them know that you know that they're doing a great job, that they're appreciated, and thank them for being there. Now, the 15%, they're wanting to do more with this business. They're wanting to maybe earn $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month. They want to make this a plan B. They're looking at ways to really improve their lifestyle. They already know that they've got to be prepared to do some work. They know that this doesn't just happen. Yeah? So this 15% is going to naturally need more time. They're naturally going to need and deserve more time if they're working. What do I mean by this? You've got to have two hands up, not one and a half, not one, not half a hand. Not talking, it's the feet. okay? Not talking. Guys, if yours is frozen, mine's still going, I'm just going to keep going. There's not much I can do about that, but hopefully when you watch it back, it'll work for you. So, when we are working with those people, they take a step, we take a step. They take a step, we take a step. Jim Rohn says this on how to build your network marketing business. It's an audio in our Google Drive. As you know, I really want you guys to understand the numbers and what that means for you in leadership and how we spend our time. Okay, so the 15% is going to get your attention. That could still be group. That could be a leadership group. It could be your mastermind group. It still could be, what else could it be? It could be once a month meetup. It could be once a week, half-hour coaching, because they're in action. Okay. So here's another thing that I love to do with Downline, with this group here. Okay, who are really in action, 2 hands up, and they're needing and deserving my one-on-one time and coaching. So what I'll do is I'll give them 3 things. It's a 3 things rule. Okay, you decide what the 3 things are. The 3 things that you know are high-paying activities. We all know what high-paying activities are, right? We know that events are. We know that doing part of the event, those with the marker make the money. We know that doing live videos, doing posts, reading books, reading audios, all that, listening to audios, all that kind of stuff. So when I'm doing a coaching, I will ask them in preparation so I can really maximize the half hour as best as I possibly can. I'm going to give them 3 things to do. Okay, so I've got 3 things here on the board. That would be something like, okay, so I would love you to write down your top 5 people. Maybe they're on your chicken list, but the people, just put aside the business for a second. Really think about who you love, admire, and respect. Who would you love to take a closer look at this business with us? Who would you love? And I want you to think about... Hello, sorry everyone. Hopefully my Wi-Fi is sorted out a bit better. This is part 2. Let me know that you're back in here. I'll give it a few seconds. Who's here? Let's look. Yay! Hi, Bree. Okay, back on. Here we go. So, what I was up to was 80-15-5. Okay, as you can see in the background there. And working with the downline, 3 things. I want you to do 3 things when we get together, and then you're going to tell me how you go with those 3 things. Now, if that particular team member, maybe they've had a busy week and they say, okay, I'm so sorry, I have to cancel, I have to reschedule. I'll say, okay, no worries. I understand life gets in the way and we'll reschedule. Or they show up and they don't do any of the 3 things. I will then just simply say, is this still important? Is this why we're still here? The stake in the ground that we got at their first game plan interview. Is this still important? Okay, great. So I understand life gets in the way. Let's reschedule for this time next week. And once you've done those 3 things, that's what we're going to go through. And if they reschedule again, and again, they haven't done the 3 things, what does that tell us? It tells us that they don't have 2 hands up, that it's more talk than the feet, right? And that is what you gauge. You gauge the feet and the action. Okay, we can't do this for anyone. You can't lift the weights for anyone else, right? They got to get in the gym. We can cheer them on. We can help them get in the gym. We can make it easier. We can show them how to do it, but we can't lift the weights for them. So I want you to really start understanding that as well as you're thinking about your team, as you're creating the time and your week of who deserves your time and you know how you're spending it. So the second part is, I'll just do my little phone there. The second part of that is if they come on the 3rd meeting, for example, and they still haven't done it, then I simply say, okay, when you've done that, and if this is still important, these are the 3 high-paying activities that I really need you to focus on. That's, you let me know. You call me. Here we go. And then I release them. I can't do anything more than what I committed and said that I was going to do. Okay, so all we can do is show people the high paying activities and how to do them. We cannot do it for them. So this is, you can run with many, but you can't carry any. You can run with many, 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 but you can't carry any. Okay, so really keep that one in your heart. Now training, I also want to talk about, and then of course the 5%. The 5%, they're the way leadership rises to the top, with or without you. Leadership presents itself. The cream rises to the top, okay? So when you get someone who is absolutely on fire, they're going to be finding you. They're going to be, you know, I say bug me. You know, I want to see your name on my phone. You're an absolute priority in my business. You're a brand new baby, and I get that you want to run. And as much as I can, I'm going to be here running with you. And when I can't run with you, you'll be surrounded by others in our support team who are also going to be able to run with you. Okay. Now there's two parts to this. If you're new, or if you think about this, let me ask you, if you got an amazing team member tomorrow, they sign on before you even do the first meeting, they've got 7 people lined up, they've got their launch date ready, I mean, they're just in massive action, right? How many of those could you start next week? Could you start 1? Could you start 10? I want you to have a think about, oh gosh, if you got a driver who was really, really ready to ramp it up, are you ready? So I'm asking you this question because this, you know, when I was faced with this question a few years ago, I realized that I was asking to get, you know, the person who was really, really fired up and ready to rock, but I was kind of doing this as well. Yeah, I want you, but actually I'm going to have no idea what I'm going to do with you when you come. So we want to be so clear about what we're asking for. You get what you expect, okay? And here's the other thing. The universe is not going to give you more until you've handled what you've got. The universe is not going to give you more until you've handled what you've got. That's in life, right? I really love knowing this. That's wealth. That's, you know, friendships, business, your relationships. This is across life, okay? Handle what you've got, then you get more. Okay, so why I'm saying this is if you are using the system works. If you are plugging into the system and you are out of the way as quickly as possible, you can run with many. You don't need to be the person, the coach, the leader, the message, right? Yeah, boom, that's it, Bree. This is a big one, right? Absolutely. Because this is how you get to run with many. You trust the system, you surrender to the system, you use the system. So your only job is this. Right, trusty whiteboard time. I don't have my rubber. What could I use? James? Yeah. Can you get me the duster? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I'll wait till my trusty assistant has come back. So your only job is to be the best distributor that you can. So what does that mean? You do the high paying activities and everyone can stand around and watch you. They can watch you in amazement. They can marvel at you. They can just go, wow, that looks easy. She's having so much fun. He's having so much fun. I can do this. This is super simple. She shows up to the event. She shares a story. She arrives early to greet her people. She follows them up. She makes it fun. They go have social time. Wow, I think that I can really do this. So the best thing that you want to do is understand the concept of monkey see, monkey do. That's right, guys. We're all monkeys. We're really basic, right? We're really primitive. What we need to be is really awesome monkeys. Monkey see, monkey do. We want our team to stand back and go, that looks really easy. I can do that. Does that make sense? What slows down success and speed and momentum is training. Okay? We don't want training. Forget training. Get in action. And those that want to lift the weights, they're going to watch you a few times and then they're going to go, that looks easy. I can do that. Here, let me have some of the weights too. And we can fix and refine with them. Okay? We can say, you know what? that was amazing, but maybe you'll try this next time. Okay? So your only job is you get in the gym and you lift the weights. You lift the weights. Everyone can stand around and watch you. And that's when 80, 15, 5 comes into place. 80% are going to say, you're really great at that, Linda. Maybe I'll lift just this one little weight over here and I'm super happy. I'm done. Some are going to talk about lifting the weights, right? They're going to join the gym. This is me, by the way. Join the gym, never go, but talk about it a lot. When it comes to the gym, I am a massive talker. Watch the lips, right? But no feet. No feet in the gym yet. Okay, this is a work in progress. So what I really want to get here for you guys, the big takeaway, hopefully, oh great, I'm glad that's making sense. We don't need to be the expert, the message, the coach, the leader, the one that's moving everyone through on some journey. No, the chips will fall where they may. This is a boom, right? What do I mean by this? The chips will fall where they may. We do the numbers. We throw more chips. We throw more chips. Like I'm talking poker chips here. We throw more chips and they're going to fall where they may. And we don't get to influence the outcome, guys. People are either going to get started, keep talking, never get started, say yes, say no, right? We don't get to influence it. How cool is that? It's not your job. It's not your responsibility. You're not responsibility for anyone, okay? You're not responsible for anyone. Hopefully, you guys can now go, do that with me. Oh my God, this huge relief off my shoulders. I can just go about being my own best distributor. I can just go about rocking my own business. My own business is recruiting. It's asking people. It's being a master asker. It's being a professional inviter. It's caring. Okay, you get about your job. You don't need to manage anyone. No one here, I promise you, everyone listening, you're thinking about this in one sense, a leader leading a team. You're also thinking about this as being on a team, right? When you start, even if you're far down the track, you don't want people chasing after you, right? You don't want people chasing after you. When did are you turning up to training? You didn't do this or you didn't do that. No. No one wants an employee. No one wants someone, as Adam would say, shooting all over them. Okay, no one wants to be shooted at. So guys, this is what I want you to focus on. I'm so glad that you get this. I'm seeing massive shifts and reliefs. That's awesome because that's what it was for me. I cared so much about everyone. My intention was really pure, but it got lost and I was frustrated and exhausted because I literally thought if I had to love or train people enough, they'd get it. Okay, and it's the opposite. It's the opposite. Leave them alone. Have them be independent and empowered. Okay, so there's a huge difference between empower and enable. Okay, one of them teaches people how to do it. So it's the here's the teaching mantra. Show them, teach them, let them. Show them, teach them, let them. Okay? So you'll show them how to share a story. You'll teach them the mechanics of how to do it. You'll craft it with them and then you'll let them. Okay? And you might fix and refine on that. That's it. That's your only job. So what we're not doing is doing everything for them. If someone asks me, Linda, is Juice Plus helpful for someone with autism? I'm going to show them, I'm going to teach them, and then I'm going to let them. Empowered, okay? It's so easy for me to go and get the link for them. And believe me, guys, for years, that's what I did because I was desperate for people to join this mission, okay? So I made it so easy for them. And how do you think that worked out for me? You can run with many, but you can't carry any. You can't carry any. You can't even carry one because it's exhausting. Okay? So this is what I mean about empowering them. I will show them, teach them, let them. So I will show them where in the Google Drive. You hear me. You see me write this in Team Spirit all the time. Someone asks a question and I say, see pinned post at the top, resources, Google Drive. Makes sense, right? So I'm going to show them where to do it. I'm going to show them how. So that's that, okay? So this is where your job description is very easy. You lift the weights. You don't get distracted. You don't go into management mode because no one wants to be managed. What you want to do is be the example. They're going to do what you do, not what you say. And your team are going to do about 20% of what you do. So to get the results that you want, you got to go to work. 80% of your time, honestly, guys, we need to be in recruiting mode. We need to be in recruiting, sharing, asking, and inviting. If you're a 15% or a 5%, if you were saying that, you know what, this is my plan B option. I want 2,000 or more a month on this. I'm prepared to work on it. I'm prepared to learn the high paying activities, and I'm ready to do the work every single day, which is lifting the weights. You know what the weights are. Okay, it's about keeping it simple. Training slows momentum. Training is boring. Now, let me qualify. If we make training too complex on how to make you so amazing, we lose the simplicity. We lose the confidence to have you understand, just go out and do it. Just go out and ask the questions. Just go out and take care of people. Just go and ask what if. Does that make sense? So that's what we need to be doing. So keep it simple, and it's about duplication. So it's not about what works. This business is always about duplication. We get paid in this business. The nature of this business is duplication, not being special, not being amazing. If you really, really understand how we get paid, and this is what I want you to understand. How we get paid is simplicity, speed, momentum, duplication, empowered leaders, empowering other leaders. And so it goes. Does that make sense? Now, if we start to slow that down with all of the training and teaching people, you know, lots of new skills and having them feel that they need to know lots of stuff before they ever get started, they don't get started. So we don't want that. We just want to make it simple. We want people to know we're right behind them, and it's monkey see, monkey do. Oh, Linda does a post on, you know, getting healthy with smoothies. I could do that. Oh, Kira does a beautiful live video on, you know, the power of Whole Foods and getting out in the sun and being grateful. You know, Adam does a live video on, you know, how much his life's changed in the last 12 months. So people need to be just looking at what you're doing and saying, I can do that. It shouldn't need explanation. Does that make sense? So if what you're doing is too complex, it's slowing down everything. It's scaring people. It's scaring your team that they have to be amazing and know so much like you. Does that make sense? So the minute that I stopped being an expert and I started just being my best distributor and getting to work, and the chips will fall where they may, and the 80-15-5 is going to work out with or without me, that's when my business exploded. That's when it really, really took off. Okay, I love that you guys are getting this. So here's the second part of our job. Instead of enabling our team, enable means you do everything for them because you just are desperate and you want it for them. Here's the thing, flip that switch. Be inspired, not desperate. Desperation has people fleeing, okay? Inspiration attracts the many. When you're inspired, when you're tapped in and you're turned on, you're irresistible. People just want what you're doing, okay? Be that for attracting others to your team, and be that in your team, okay? Be the inspiration that people look at you and they say, I want some of that. I can do that. The most important thing that you want people around you to say is, that looks easy. I can do that. Now, here's the catch. You got to get ego out of the way. You got to get specialness and significance and amazingness out of the way. You got to get it out of the way. Stop being amazing. Stop being so special. Be basic. Be duplicatable. Be simple. Okay? It's the opposite to jobs in the real world. I get it. But it's mind-blowing. If you guys can really get this and start to look at where and what in my business, in my team, can I start to simplify? right? Boom, no desperation, not attached to the outcome. We let that go. We are so focused with our goggles on our mission. No one can stop us, right? We stand guard of our mission and why we're here, and that's what attracts the many. People know they can't, waver us from our path. They know that. That's what attracts the many. Okay? So focus on that. Focus on being inspired by your own mission, your own vision, staying on path, staying tapped in and turned on. So everyone around you looks at you in amazement. They're like, wow, that's so simple. She's tearing it up. He's smashing it. I can do this. I can do this. If they can do it, I can do it. That's the most important thing to understand in our business model. It's completely opposite to the real world, okay? So getting out of your own way. I love it. This business has got nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. Stop being special. Stop making it about you. It's not about you. It's about the mission. It's about the system. It's about the franchise, a tried and proven system that you simply plug people into. You're a plugger. Okay, you're like be a master plugger, a master inviter. What's the other one that I always say? Yeah, and now I want you to be the master plugger. Just plug people into the system that we know works. What's the system? The system is already in place for you. That's the already tried and proven training that we have. That's the already tried and proven events and event templates and styles that we have. It's the conversation starters that we have. It's the follow-ups. It's the launch posts. The system works. Okay? Plugger. Yep. Boom. Okay, we're all going to be pluggers. I love it. So, they decide. I'm going to finish up here. Let them decide. Everyone is an adult. This is one of the biggest areas that I think a lot of us are challenged with in different parts of the journey, both with customers, potential clients, potential team that we're in a conversation with, that we're attracting, and also within our team. Okay, let them decide. All of us are adults. We know what's going on for us in life. We know when we're going to be ready. We don't need convincing. We don't need chasing. That is death to your business, guys. Be busy. Be busy. Move on. Have people say, I want some of that. Even when you're not busy, go be busy, right? When no one turns up at the event, do the selfie and say, tonight's event was amazing. I learned so much, right? Just act as if. Act as if. Do that attraction marketing, okay? You get what you expect. If you expect this business to be easy, it's going to be easy. If you expect that you're going to find amazing people with two hands up, ready to do ready to do the work, ready to lift the weights, to watch you in amazement and go, wow, that's simple. I can do this too. Then you can attract the many and you can run with the many. But we can't carry any. We can't stay behind and chase and convince. Now, I'm going to give you one last example, and I just love this example. This rocked my world as well. Imagine, look, I've got this cute little red bin here, Super Dad. Imagine in here, I've got the whole contents of my business. Okay, I'm starting out. And my sponsor tells me in here are 100 marbles. There's 10 purple and there's 90 white. Or actually, let's stick to the numbers that we know. Go back, erase that. There's 80 white ones and there's 20 purple ones. Okay? There's 80 white ones and there's 20 purple ones. Now, I know because my sponsor has taken really good care and time to have me understand this is not about me. It doesn't matter who's going to open this up and reach in. It doesn't matter. It's what's in here already and the numbers. So I go in, I reach in, and I pull out a white marble. Okay? The white marble is someone who, they don't want to join the business right now. They don't even want fruit and veggies in a capsule. Can you believe it? I know. But they don't. So I say, thank you very much. Keep me in mind. So I put the white marble down. Then I reach in again and I get another white marble. And then I reach in again and I get another white marble. Now, the mistake and the danger that can happen here is that people say, oh my God, I've only got 6, 7, 8 white marbles. This doesn't work. I don't work. They don't like me. It's all about me. I'm the one that's letting everyone down and I'm terrible and I can't do this business and we go into all of that nonsense, right? It's got nothing to do with that. You've got to get 3 marbles. And then guess what? Here's the other news. You got to keep going. Here's 4 white marbles, 5 white marbles, 6 white marbles. Oh my God, can I really do this business? Yes, you can, because it's the numbers. It's not about you. That's what your sponsors are going to say. Go, girl, go get it. Keep going. Now we're up to 7. 8. Hang on, number 8. It's purple. And then you're going to ring your sponsor and go, oh my God, what do I do? She said yes. Okay? It's a purple marble. Yay! Now guess what? The purple marble, they're ready. The timing's good. They get it. They surrender. They're excited. They're saying, just show me what to do. I understand this. So the purple marble, they just get it. They say, sign me up. And you go, holy crap, it's not about me. It's a purple marble. Okay? Now, you go back in. You keep going. You don't stay there and spend all of your time with one purple marble and say, purple marble, you're going to change my life. No. Okay? You keep going. Purple marble goes right here and they watch you. They watch you keep going in here, pulling out marbles. They watch you. Okay? They're watching and learning. Monkey see, monkey do. What do? Okay, we ask people, hey, this is what I do. I don't know. Have you thought of this? What if this could help you too? If I send you something, will you watch it? And you keep doing that. And we go 1 marble, 2 marble, 3 marble, 4 marble, 5 marble. It's okay, because after you do 8 marbles, most people on average get a purple marble. Okay, so we keep going. We do the numbers and then we get to number 9 and it's a purple marble. Oh my God, the numbers work. The numbers don't lie. They're the same for every single person. Doesn't matter who is pulling the numbers out. Are you guys getting this? This is amazing, right? So my purple marble here is watching me do this. Okay? Now this purple marble is going to go get their own red little super dad bin, and they're going to go and ask with heart and intention. They absolutely know it's not about them. They don't get to influence the outcome. They get to pour in here and say, I'm ready. Does it make sense? I love that you guys are getting this. So the purple marble analogy, you don't need to drag them. You don't need to tag them. You don't need to do anything. They're watching you and they get it and they show up. And the 80 other marbles, we meet them where they're at, let them decide. If you leave enough safe space and you did a nice job of just being open and honest, those white marbles sometimes come back to you, okay? But that is it. That's it for today, because I want to keep this short and sharp and like plenty of booms in there so you guys stay engaged and excited. Thank you for joining, all 60 gorgeous 4 of you. Take this stuff into your heart. Teach it, okay? It's not about you, and I mean that with all of my heart. You're not that important. The mission is, the company is, the product is, the marketing plan is, the system is, the team, the tribe. That's all important. You're not that important. You're amazing, but you're not that important, okay? Bye, guys. Mwah. Happy Monday. You're amazing. See you soon.